This activity is going to be called Trace Around because we're going to be tracing around objects. You can find objects from around your house. Any object will do. This is really great because it has both of our hands working together. One hand has to hold the item or the object while the other hand traces. So I've got some random items from around my house. We'll start with the salt shaker. I've got to use my helper hand to hold it still. And then I've got to draw all the way around the shape. Try to keep the object still. And there we go. I've got a square from tracing the bottom of my salt shaker. I didn't quite get the corners all the way on this one. So on my next one, I'm going to try to close those gaps when I trace. Next, I'm going to trace around the remote from our living room. I'm going to use my helper hand to hold it still. I will trace. If I'm not holding it very still, my item might start to move. So you really got to hold it still. And this is where it gets tricky. This item has a lot of buttons I'm trying not to push. So it's an extra challenge. Woo. Going along the bottom, up the sides. I'm going to close that corner since I said that was one of my personal goals for this one. Might be a good goal for some of you as well. I've got my rectangle that I traced the shape of my remote. What else do I have? Oh, I brought a comb. I'm going to trace around the comb as best I can. I'll use my helper hand to hold it. There's lots of little teeth. I can't go all the way up between the teeth, but this is kind of a fun one, having this wide tooth comb. I think some of them I'm doing better tracing around, keeping my pencil in contact with the edge. Almost done with this one. We'll go along the straight edge at the bottom. And there is the outline of my comb. When you are finished tracing items, you can color them in, or you could play a game where you then have to remember which item made which outline on your paper and you have to match them up. It's really tricky when you have a lot of items that are maybe similar shapes, just different sizes, or if you have a whole bunch of items, just the more items, it gets a lot more tricky.